We all know it, we have all experienced it, but yet not many of us know the real truth of why we are procrastinating. And that's exactly what I want to talk with you about in today's video. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Arndt and I'm a peak performance coach and stress management trainer, and I'm super excited to talk with you today about the real truth of procrastination, because really not many of us know why we are procrastinating, yet it is such a human behavior. All of us have experienced in the past, and we will continue to procrastinate in the future as well, because it's just absolutely human and we are not perfect. Oftentimes we think it is a time management issue or an attention deficit, and that is the reason why we can't really focus and we can't really do the tasks at hand. But research has shown that it has absolutely nothing to do with either of these things. Procrastination is actually a result of emotional misregulation. Maybe you've never heard this before, so I do want to dive a little bit deeper into this, what it means. What does it mean, emotional misregulation, or being emotionally misaligned? Well, let's say you have a task at hand. You're getting up in the morning, you're not feeling very confident, and you're feeling a little bit stressed, and so your confidence level is kind of right here. And the task at hand is kind of up here from a weight perspective, right? Like if we would see the weight of it. So your identity feels like it is not ready to tackle this heavy, difficult tasks. And that is exactly why you are procrastinating. You are procrastinating because the task doesn't feel light enough and you don't feel capable enough to actually take care of this task. The two main emotions that you are feeling or that you're experiencing when you are in this emotional misalignment are usually either fear of not being good enough, not being able to do this, maybe having too high expectations and too high standards of yourself, or stress. Yes, well, this is why we're talking about it, right? This is why stress management is so important, because when you are emotionally misaligned, you're not going to be able to tackle this heavy task. And so when we are talking about procrastination, obviously we can talk about time management and organization and breaking things up into smaller pieces, but let's talk about increasing your confidence that you're actually capable to do this. What is really interesting is that procrastination is less of an issue in low-performing populations and much more of an issue in high-performing populations. Again, this is why I'm speaking to you. This is why you are a peak performer. And this is why maybe you might even experience more procrastination, or you might be harder on yourself while you are procrastinating than other people. We have very high internal standards oftentimes for ourselves when we are peak performers, and that might be a reason of why you are experiencing procrastination, because you try to be perfect. And really the art of imperfection is to learn how to deal with procrastination and really with your confidence levels and with the feeling that you can actually do it again. So how can you increase your confidence? Have you ever thought about this? Well, for me, sometimes what really helps me when I am looking at this really heavy task and I don't feel like I can actually have this level of proficiency, then I'm getting into either another task that will increase my confidence, or I'm sitting down and I'm really taking a moment to reflect, why does this task feel so heavy? And why do I feel like I'm not capable to do this? And what I do in this moment is actually to remind myself that I've actually done it before. And so have you. So I want you to think about a situation where you were able to work on a super difficult task, and to remind yourself that you were capable to do that you achieved an incredible goal, and that you can replicate that. Because oftentimes we think, yeah, I did that in the past, but now I can't do it again, right? But you absolutely can. And this is really, really important to remind yourself of. So in order to increase your confidence, either sit down and do another small task to kind of get that rush of dopamine, that hormone that actually helps you to feel good about yourself, and obviously with that increase your confidence levels, or take a moment to reflect on a task that you have already successfully completed in the past and that you are able to replicate this again now as well. And then obviously there are all the other procrastination skills that are helpful to actually help you to balance out that emotional misalignment. So sometimes what is really helpful for me as well is to sit down and really break down the project into specific subtasks. And once you do that, you can actually start with just one thing. And even if that feels too much, right? I love organization, I love project management, so I love to break things down because it helps me to have like smaller chunks that I can work on. But if even that still feels too heavy, then do this. Force yourself for just 5 minutes to get started. And you have absolutely the option to opt out after 5 minutes and say, no, I really don't want to do this today, and that's totally okay. But do it for 5 minutes. Set yourself an alarm clock, set yourself a timer, and start doing something for 5 minutes. And oftentimes, here's the secret, you will work on it for longer, because once you have gotten over this first hump, you'll actually feel good about yourself, because it is not about having the motivation first, it is about getting into action first. And getting into action is really, really important when we talk about procrastination. There are many other videos on my YouTube channel that you can check out that will help you with procrastination. Like, for example, time management, self-care, stress management. All of these different things will help you to increase your confidence levels, to make sure that you're actually getting started with that task that feels maybe kind of heavy right now. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and tell me if you've ever heard about emotional misregulation before, or if it is the very first time, and if that helped you to actually move forward and start with the tasks that you're procrastinating about right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope to see you in the next one. Take care, and I'll see you really soon.